If you bring 15 girls to this river and successfully sleep with all of them here, you will have money. The little girl said to Michael, who was standing beside the big river. Immediately Michael heard those words. His body froze. 15 girls, his eyes dilated in shock. You heard me right, her voice thundered. Bring me 15 girls. Each one must lie with you on this riverbank. If you fail even one, you will join this river forever, she said coercively. Looking at her, she had the stature of a 10-year-old girl, but with the white wrapper tied around her waist and the beads around her head, hands and waist, she looked ancient, like an old woman who took the form of a child. You have just 7 days. 7 days to bring them here, and your time has started ticking. Make haste. Her voice echoed. Then she began to walk toward the middle of the water. The river rippled once, and boom, the girl vanished. Seeing this, Michael's heart almost left him. His chest was pounding, his body emanating thick sweats. 7 days to bring 15 girls. He mumbled to himself in fear. His body trembled. But when he remembered that after fulfilling the tasks, he would get rich, his phobia suddenly disappeared. Then he left the river and began to head back now. Michael was a young guy in his middle 20s. He wasn't poor. At least he could seamlessly afford 2 square meals per day. But deep down, he wanted more. He had spent his whole life being looked down on. Even beggars spoke to him anyhow. He wanted the kind of money that would make people kneel before him without being told. He wanted to be feared and respected, and he also wanted women to flock around him. He needed to be in control. So a friend had asked him to visit that river very early in the morning, when everyone was still on their beds, sleeping when you get there. Stand before the river and make your wishes, and the goddess of wealth would grant them accordingly. Those were Ebuka's words. That was how Michael found himself in front of the river that morning. While on his way home, in the lonely, dusty road, he sighted one girl from afar. She had a blue wrapper tied around her waist, and in her hand was an empty bucket, which means she was going to fetch water. A smile left Michael's face. Then he stood and waited for her to catch up. When she got to where he was, he greeted, and when he offered to help, she hesitated. She looked around the empty road, then at his face. "I don't know you," she said slowly. Michael forced a smile. "I live close to the palm grove. Ask anybody." After a long pause, she nodded. Together, they started heading to the river. As they walked, Michael engaged her in a conversation. He asked for her name, her age. "My name is Ifema, and I'm 21, she answered, blushing. The fact that Ifeoma wasn't the difficult type gladdened Michael's heart, but he tried to stay composed as they continued talking. When they arrived in front of the river, Michael helped her fill the buckets with water. But shortly after that, he drew her closer to himself, and when he placed a hand on her waist, Ifema stiffened. "What are you doing?" she asked, frowning. Michael whispered. "You're beautiful." She didn't move away, but she didn't smile either. This time, when he touched her, she didn't hesitate. He slowly placed his lips on hers, and, surprisingly, she kissed him back. While they were engrossed in this, Michael's attention was drawn to the river. Then he saw it. To be continued. The 15 girls brought to the riverbank.